Okay, I think we're live on Facebook. So good morning, Facebook. Good morning to everyone listening and everyone who's going to listen. So today, yes, okay, we're live on Instagram as well. Today we're going to do a little guided meditation session, and I feel like personally I'm very excited to do this because the energy coming through this week has been incredibly intense. So let's just use this space now to really find our stillness, find our power, and just bring in some peace. So as always, or not as always, but the past few times I've been doing meditations, I've started with a little card reading. So I'm going to show you guys the cards I picked. So the first card I got was the Violet Flame. And if people haven't heard of the Violet Flame is actually a technique which you can use to transmute any lower energy in your field. And in the book, in the card pack, the book speaks about how, as well as looking after your mental and physical health, we also need to look after our energetic health. And we can pick up a lot of things in our environment that lead to us feeling denser. And for many of us, we don't have techniques to then remove that energy. And so that then transmutes into mental disturbances or physical disturbances, and we don't realize that actually what's happened is our energetic bodies have been impacted and then leaked out into other parts of our bodies which we take awareness of. So we'll have an energetic issue and it will show up as a pain in our body because that's what we'll respond to, because a lot of people don't respond to the energetic part. And invoking the Violet Flame or invoking Archangel Zadkiel, who is the controller of the cosmic diamond violet flame, just helps to remove any lower energy. And this week I feel like a lot of shadows have come up, and by shadows I mean the darker aspects of us or the denser aspects of us that help us to grow, that we are also outgrowing, which is why we're becoming aware of them. For me, they're definitely showing up, and they're things that I have forgotten I was afraid of from years ago, and they're coming back to tell me, Mika, it's still there and it's okay, because the message is that it needs to be healed. And that's why it's come back into my field for me to say, okay, you're here. I now have this toolkit or abilities to face this fear and to face these shadows, which I didn't have back in the day. And now I do. So invoking the cosmic diamond violet flame, or the cosmic violet flame, really important and really effective for just transmuting any lower energy. So say you're feeling fear, something's put fear into your body, into your energy, just stop and say, I'm now invoking the cosmic diamond violet flame, and imagine your entire body is being encased in a diamond violet flame and burning up all the lower energy in your field, just releasing, removing all that energy. And feel the difference and feel the shift, and know that you invoked a powerful resource for clearing any low energy inside of you. And now the second card we have is air. Air, the element of the mind, the element spitting facts. You know it be. The air element, element of the mind, the element of change and innovation. And if you can see this woman here, she's got wings with eyes on them. And air is all about shifting to different modes of being. The wind carries away what we don't need. Our minds bring in the new ideas that we need to evolve on the earth plane. And air is also associated with birds, which are associated with angels, and just moving through different realms. So air is kind of an encouragement to take your creativity and your inner strength and your power and just allow yourself to soar with that, and to remove yourself from the density of sometimes what we can feel on earth, and tap into the nature of air, which is fluid and changing and allows things to shift and to evolve. And the final card we have is the Goddess. Now the Goddess represents intuition, creativity, receptivity, and many other beautiful, typically, quote, feminine aspects. And I don't like to use that duality too much, but sometimes it's useful to just make the distinction between the two different qualities of, you know, yin and yang, masculine and feminine. And the feminine is the receiver and also is creative. So at the same time as receiving, she is also a creator. And it's interesting because we could think of creation as a way of receiving something perhaps from beyond our bodies or beyond our fields and materializing that. And I think with everything we're going through right now, it's very important to come into the receptive part of ourselves and to take in what's going on and to listen to our intuition and go, well, what do I need for myself right now? Like for me, I'm in university at the moment, and this week it's just not been working. I haven't been able to do the work, and I have to just tap into the fact that my intuition is telling me it's not the time. Yeah, it's not the time, and we've got to listen to that bodily wisdom. And before we begin, I actually want to read you guys something that I wrote today, inspired by my meditation that I did this morning. Because I was meditating and I was really, really going into stillness. And then I was doing yoga and I was like, oh, I need to write this down. So I'm just going to write this down. And I hope you guys enjoy this little piece of my mind. So here it is. The nature of our being, or the mind, is like the expanse of the Earth's oceans. It can hold millions of different beings in it, mold into thousands of different forms, and is always fluidly shifting from one form to the next. But in the depths of the ocean, beneath the shifting waves and disturbances, there is stillness. When we drop into this stillness, we become aware of the myriad forms of life and movement we are able to hold within us. But we also become aware of the fact that we are merely the vessel or the container of this life, and our essence is that of stillness. And I thought that was important to get down because with everything that we experience, especially right now, with all the energy coming through, with the collective disturbance, it's very difficult to remove ourselves from the fact that actually we are the observers of everything within and without, and the essence of that awareness is a still lake. And when we meditate and when we come into stillness and do practices of any kind that bring our mind into a single pointed awareness, we are able to access that stillness innate in us, which we are all deserving of and can access. So I hope you enjoyed that little extract, and let's begin some meditation. So I'm going to do my bells, get us all in the mood. So I'd like us to begin. You can find a comfortable spot wherever works for you. You can lie down, sit with your legs crossed, have your back leaning against a wall, and either have your palms facing upwards to receive energy, downwards for grounding, or any comfortable mudra you'd like to place your hands in. Whatever's comfortable, just find your spot. And let's begin to bring attention to our breath, breathing into our nose, breathing into our stomachs. Inhale. Exhale our mouths to flame. Another inhale, breathing in light into every cell of your body. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all lower energy that no longer serves you. Inhale, breathing in light from the universe around you. Exhale, becoming deeply relaxed, letting go. let's begin to do a body scan, beginning with our feet. Bring awareness to our toes, relaxing as we slowly make our way up our bodies, like a rising golden tide, slowly shifting awareness up our bodies. And as we inhale and exhale, releasing any tension we may be holding in the joints of our bodies, in our knees, making our way up our thighs into our hips. Inhale, expand your hips. Exhale, releasing all density we're holding inside our hips. Feeling light begin to pour out of our centers, pour out of our hips. Come into our stomach, allowing our stomachs to expand. Make our way slowly up our backs, feeling each vertebrae begin to light up as we bring loving, conscious awareness to our backs. Our spinal cord, which sends all the information from our brain down into our entire body. Feel our spinal cords begin to light up, releasing all lower energy from this space. Let's come into our shoulder blades. Feel our shoulder blades relax. Feel our shoulders relax. Make our way down our right arms, our right hand. Feel our right hand begin to soften. Make our way down our left arm, our left hand, releasing, surrendering, and opening. And let's make our way into our jaw, dropping our jaw, opening, receiving, softening our mouths, softening our eyelids, and finally coming into our foreheads, feeling a wave of peace run through our entire being as the golden tide of water has risen from our feet up to the crown of our heads. And on the top of our heads, imagine there's a glowing 1,000-petaled lotus that begins to bloom and open, and light begins to emanate from this lotus, stretching up into the heavens. As you inhale and exhale, feel this lotus fall open, and light like glitter begin to rise from this plant. And out of the middle of this plant, you see a figure standing in the center of your flower. You look at this being and notice a staff or a wand begin to form in their hands. Using this wand or staff, they create a circle, an oval, in the space next to this flower. This oval opens up and you see through it beautiful, serene scene in nature. It's spring and there are butterflies and bees. You see wings sprout out of the back of the being with this wand, and they beckon you through this hole, through this portal, into a serene space in nature. You take their hand and feel the warmth of their hand in yours, and begin to journey with them into this space. You emerge there, and you feel yourself beginning to relax and open. As another figure moves towards you, this figure represents an aspect of us we know very well, who we feel we have outgrown. This aspect may be denser. We may feel it's been holding us back. Feel your heart space expand as a glowing golden rose emerges from the center of your chest. And I'm inviting an Archangel Shamiel to touch, light up and activate all of our fifth dimensional heart chakras, where a glowing golden rose opens. This figure in front of us softens and feels the wave of our love coming towards them. And we are confronted with a denser aspect of our nature. As they soften in front of us, see how much they want to give, how much they want to teach you, how much this denser aspect of us has to give. Think about the balance of life and what the opposite of this aspect of you is. See a continuum between this aspect of you and the highest aspect of you. Connect with your joy, with your creativity, with your love, your strength, your life force. And as you connect with these parts of you, feel this shadow aspect soften and relax. For they know they don't need to hide. And they know they're accepted and loved and thanked by you for all the healing this aspect of you has allowed. Extend both your arms out and hold this aspect to your chest. And as you do so, see the aspect begin to dissolve into bright white light and enter your heart space. You feel yourself beginning to glow brighter as you integrate this light inside of you. And through a channel of light between your heart and your crown, feel this light travel upwards through your crown out into this ever-expanding light, back to the source of all light. Asking Archangel Metatron to bring down light from the central sun, filling all of our mental, physical, spiritual and emotional bodies with pure white light from the central sun. Inhale, exhale, and accept the offering of light from the sun, the central sun. And as you feel your light body glowing, look out the space in nature around you and feel the serenity in awe of nature, and feel the continuity between your light and your body and the surrounding nature you're enveloped in. Lie back, perhaps on grass or on sand, and feel the warmth of the earth beneath you. You are hugged and held by Mother Nature, and you feel her love coursing through your veins. And imagine your light body beginning to sprout roots beneath you as you feed Mother Nature with your light and your gratitude for this earth, acknowledging how wanted you are by everyone and by nature. After lying here for a while, you see your figure from the beginning, the keeper of your crown chakra, the wing being who returns with their wand or their staff and gently taps you on the forehead. As they tap you, light begins to emerge from your forehead, and a crack opens up and they fly back into your crown and lay down peacefully within this 1,000-petaled lotus from the beginning of our meditation. And slowly you feel this lotus begin to close. And the light within this lotus is held within, and slowly you begin to stand up and smile as you look at the world around you. Feel the wind and feel the peace, and then slowly we'll begin to become aware of the room around us. Bring to mind the forms around you. Where is your body? What can you hear around you? And gently and softly we'll begin to bring our awareness back into our bodies, back into this room. To move our fingers and our toes, bringing energy back into our extremities, maybe moving our heads from side to side, rolling our necks, and gently, with loving awareness, coming back to this room, to this space. And when you're ready, in your own time, without any need to rush, open your eyes. Lovely. Wow, that is the end of our guided meditation. Nice and brief and powerful. I hope that was enjoyable for everyone watching, everyone listening. And yeah, I'm gonna do the singing bowl just before we end. Lovely. Well, yes, that's the end of my meditation. Hope it was enjoyable. And yes, I'm trying to make these weekly, as I said, but I didn't do one last week. So whether it's weekly or not, it will be Wednesdays. Okay, have an amazing day. Sending you loads of love. Mwah.